Well, good morning, everybody. 24-hour temperature cast wants to show us pretty much the same that it's been showing us for weeks, that it starts pretty warm, it gets awfully hot, it stays hot for a pretty long period of time, and then we do it all over again tomorrow. I do think we've got a chance to get to that record high again today. 94 is the current record. We ought to be real close. Now, some clouds, some showers would do a big part to help slow down those temperatures. And we did see some showers in a couple of spots yesterday. Saw as much as a third of an inch in a few lucky spots. I don't think today is the day everybody gets wet, but I do think our rain chances are not zero, so that chance for a sprinkle or two is there. We're supposed to start in early October, low 60s or mid 60s. Instead, we're mostly upper 60s and low 70s. It's 73 right now in Tallahassee, 68 in Thomasville and in Valdosta. We're at 71 at Bainbridge. Blakely's the cool spot at 64. The warmer one's Carabel at 74 and Apalachicola at 75. So 60s and 70s, not too far from normal, but still a little warm out there and still just a little bit muggy. We have a little bit of patchy fog to deal with too, with those visibilities in Thomasville and Valdosta reduced a bit, but they should start to get better soon this morning. Way off to the west is where the showers are, around this ridge of high pressure. And when we go upstairs in the atmosphere here on the water vapor imagery, we can see that general clockwise circulation, and we have all this orange coloring. Indicates that really dry air upstairs. That's what makes it hard for these showers to really sustain themselves, even if we get a couple going with some instability. And I do think we can find a few, but they're not going to last very long. Higher pressure at the surface slides east over the next couple of days. That ridge upstairs starts to break down and flatten, so things will finally begin to adjust. We just have to make it through another couple of days of it still being hot, and then start looking upstream for this next push of cooler and drier air. Now, I think before we get any cooler and drier, we'll actually increase our chances for rain, and that's for the early part of next week or the end of this weekend. Of course, we're still on Wednesday of this week, and that means we have another couple of days of more of the same. Lorenzo is more of the same, weakening and heading off towards Europe. We've got two other areas that we're keeping our eyes on. Neither one looks like it's in a real hurry to do anything. This one here west of Jamaica maybe has a little better chance than the one north of Puerto Rico, but neither one looks like a big deal. On the Gulf today, winds out of the east, 8 to 16, and seas 2 to 4 feet. A little breezy for the boaters. We finished the high tides early, so we'll go back to low tides after 11 o'clock this morning. 60s and 70s, it's going to get warm and fast. We'll call it partly cloudy today, and maybe that means we can prevent too many spots from getting to the mid-90s, but I do think records are within reach. Upper 60s and low 70s again tonight. And here comes that forecast for the next few days. Not much changing Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Still possible records each afternoon. As we hit the weekend, though, now we start looking for some changes.